I hear the director muttering his beard. Beard. I hear the director mutter in his beard. Is he hiding the beard somewhere outside of the scene? Because it's not on his face. Where is this beard he's muttering into? The cycle begins anew. Welcome. Another week. One game a day. We're starting it off with Along the Edge. Tutorial, I believe. Introduction. Along the Edge is an interactive graphic novel. During an adventure, you will be asked to make choices that will define how your story progresses. Nice. So these choices will have direct consequences, forking the story in one direction instead of another. However, each of your decisions, even the most insignificant, will have an impact on the personality of the main character, Daphne. When one of your decisions influences Daphne's personality, one or two symbols light up at the top of the screen. Like here. The star. The globe. The sun. The moon. In Along the Edge, your decisions are neither good nor bad. I'm fairly sure you don't use nor if you already used neither. Sorry, the grammar police in me is bad. However, some of your choices always leads to different scenarios. It's impossible to lose in Along the Edge. Branching of the story opens different narrative hypotheses, shaping your adventure according to your choices. I hate having to wait to use my Prime sub. Well, it seems you're still subbed. Gage! What are you doing? Progress saved automatically, you won't be able to change the decisions you've made. Choose wisely.
Welcome to the cum zone. Only cum inside anime girls. Quivering clit, double jointed pussy. Fresh
Minutes today though? Fair enough. You're your face. Focusing on reading, click anywhere, press space. During adventure, you will regularly ask to make choices. To validate a choice, click on the corresponding text displayed on the screen, or navigate between the different options with arrow keys of your keyboard and press space. This is an example of choice. Choose one of the two options to continue. Number 2. To skip forward to the text quickly and keep space pressed. Hi Gage, hi Dolly. Been wanting me to tell you I subbed for the past week now. He just wants me to know, man. Top left corner of the screen, you'll find the log button. Okay. Allows you to read the latest lines of text again. 145 stream streak. Snore. 145. God damn. Amazing. Thank you so much for being here for 145 goddamn streams in a row. Good, hi. Hello. Hello. Nico. Thanks for logging live. Also accessible by pressing tab. On the right left corner of the screen, there's the options menu. It allows you to access the settings. To quit the game and go back to the menu. Are you finished? I am, but let's keep chatting English. Is that the thing? Also accessible by pressing escape. Cool. Game. The game. Progress save automatically. Story will pick up exactly where you left it. Take a shot. Yeah. Cool. You know what? I think we're fine to go. Start. Gonna be a lot of reading. I literally just read this part. Yep. Yep. I've seen it. Well, so I basically did the tutorial for nothing. Now we go. So you're determined then? Yes. I think I need a fresh start. This inheritance, the perfect opportunity to finally turn the page. I know you've convinced yourself of that, but are you sure you really know what you wish to achieve with this move? Water reading sim, let's go! Everybody hates water reading sim. See? You can't even read. After all, you recently went through a major trauma and there's still a lot of ground to cover. Between you and me, you know what I think of your decision, but I can't prevent you from leaving. Have you found a job there yet? All jobs. Alright, everyone loves the VA. No. Yes, I have. Substituting for math teacher at the village middle school. Maternity leave. 6 months. That should give me enough time to get my bearings. So you'd think. Would you mind giving up your PhD? Research career was quite promising. How would you be giving up your PhD if you're moving? I'll give you a PhD. OGaD. I don't know. I do, but I have no choice. Oh. Of course I do, but if that's the price I have to pay to get myself out of this situation, then I'll give it a shot. Little penis. Today's the day, ain't it? Oh yeah, horny Mondays. I was like, what, penis day? Totally quick say something inappropriate. I think she kinda did already. I see. One last thing. I know your relationship with Frank is quite tense. Shh. Dead suckers. Mum. How's that? I approve of it. It is, you know, the breakup's still recent and I always counted on his support. So many years together, any time. Expecting more horny energy. Well, you only told her to say something inappropriate. Fluffball! Thanks for the lurk. We're having a good Monday so far. I suppose you're aware that you're about to break your all ties with him, probably for good. Are you sure you won't regret it later? Your all ties? Oh my god, that is so distracting. It's actually unreal. Lover! I'm hungry. Hi, hungry, I'm dead. Get some food. I had a half of kebab roll kebab, whatever you want to call it. I was too lazy and I guess tired to go to the store. Did you at least inform him of your plans? No, I didn't. It doesn't concern him anymore. Alright. Listen, Daphne, you've got my number. Please don't be afraid to call me if you feel the need. Counting on you. My food is... It's frozen. Waiting for Grandma to wake up to order food. Why order if you already got food that you can thaw out? I mean, I literally have nothing. Only water. I mean, I do have, like, sandwich stuff, but I don't have the bread for it. Oh, it's thawing, but I'm hungry now. Why is Grandma not awake yet? The fuck? Okay, I will. Then I suppose all I can do is wish you the best. When are you leaving? Tomorrow. Tomorrow? Chapter 1. These nuts. August, my bad. I was a little off. But like 6 hours of waiting till I have bologna. Bologna. 6 hours? I'm leaving tomorrow. inherited the family house, my grandmother's. I didn't know her, and now I never will. My mother had cut all her ties with that side of the family. The only side, since I never knew who my father was. Damn, Mom. I remember the birthday cards though. My mother had hidden them between two piles of laundry in the linen closet. One was broken, it wasn't my grandmother's fault. Or maybe it was. I don't know. Jacobs. And here I am, 10 years later, inheriting a big house 300 miles away when I too have severed all contact with my own mother. That's what they call karma, isn't it? The PhD students asked me to meet them at the bar. You'd also go see Frank to say goodbye. The bar! You gotta take your football by the mouth and drop it on Nan's head. That's my dog used to do. Bonk. That's funny. I told Dr. Durant that I didn't want to tell him I was leaving, but this is my last chance to do things right. Am I really sure of my choice? Of course, I could also just go home. What should I do? What should I do? No! Porcelain! Theo, I would be so salty if that happened to me. Why the fuck you waking me up? That is quite funny. Let's go to the bar. Let's have fun with the friends. Oh, I guess they're not actually friends. I went to the bar to meet the other students. I didn't have the heart to refuse. Never really fitted in with this small group. In fact, they only really think about their own academic success. How's Nam? What you doing? I know I'll miss my research, but on the other hand, I never saw myself having a brilliant career. Despite their cool, laid-back appearance, they'd slaughter each other for an article in Nature, probably without even batting an eyelid. I never really belonged in this environment. I only wanted to advance science, to do my bit for the future. It sounds like a cliche, but it's the truth. Science will have more... Nope. Science will have to make do without me, and I don't think it'll be missing out on much. At what point should I be worried about the pain in my chest? Soon, TM? Put your hands up and cough? Not really answering the question. What kind of pain is it? I'm not a chest pain expert, to be honest. But probably shouldn't ignore it for super long. Start getting pain down your left arm or smell burnt toast. Right. Yes. Thought they wanted to surprise me, to throw me a leaving party. And again, I haven't told anybody, except for my research supervisor. Seemed a bit stunned at first and then not too bothered. I should go. Got a long drive tomorrow. Really no pain in the arm. I lifted my arms and coughed and it went away. Really? I'll sit down. Well, that's good. I'm glad. It was just an anomaly. That's it. Everything I own is packed in a couple of boxes. Wish I felt sad about leaving, but actually I don't really care. Last night here. Know what I hope to find there. Weird long. Perks of being raised by an right now. Alright. Registered nurse? I'm guessing. Gage. What a champ. Right here. Fresh start. That's what I'm trying to convince myself. Perhaps Dr. Durand is right. Maybe I'm just avoiding the real issue. Yep. Yep. Did my mother feel the same when she left my grandmother's village 30 years ago? Am I following in her footsteps despite myself? The difference is that she had me. Me. I'm alone. Home alone. I'm overthinking this. I'm taking my decision. I can't afford to go back. I can't undo what I've done. I'll try to get some sleep. The work that means your heart was having issues and should get it checked out to be safe. Hope. Oh good, more doctors. Yeah. Maybe I should. I probably should too. 300 miles. I got up way too early. It's going to be a long journey. Little by little, civilization slowly gives way to empty spaces. Highways replaced by interlacing small roads, and the clear directions given on the major routes become a hit and miss search for clues, which gets more and more arduous as I near my destination. Long ass sentence. It works for my chest pains because mine are panic attacks. Fuck panic attacks. Road goes through the village, which I cross in a few moments. I thought I was getting away from the agitation of the city, but all this peace and serenity feels like it's hiding something sinister. Oh. It's ominous. It's foreshadowing. For a couple of miles I turn onto a dirt track overrun with weeds. Go through the gates, marking the limits of the family domain. And on the right I see a small stone house. That must be the lodge where the wardens, a couple, live. As specified in the estate accounts the notary made me sign. I decided to leave the car there. I don't feel like driving all the way back in reverse if the track turns out to be a dead end. Wanna try a tongue twister, Wadu? Sure. I love twisting my tongue. Walking a bit further, I see a man coming toward me, carrying a rifle and holds a dead rabbit by the ears. Hunter. Ooh, why the long face? Say rough 5 times really fast. Rough, 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 rough. That was probably 6. That's the right part for me. Damn it! I've been fooled. I mean, I don't know. As if I didn't see that coming. It's not much of a tongue twister. Bamboozled. Mind blown. What kind of voice you have? Hello, miss. On a private property. You take a wrong turn. Maybe. Oh, I'm looking for the Villator family domain. Am I in the right place? Solus! Thanks for the lurk too. Hope you're having a great Monday so far. Not, but still funny. I'll keep doing it. Oh, you're not lost then. Why are you here? That was not the same voice. Wish the lurkers would say hi to me. They don't even say hi to me. They just lurk. Hi, Gage. I'm lurking and say hi. Hey, hi, Ring. How was your birthday? Damn, can I have more weird letters, bro, in the name? How the fuck do you even pronounce it? That's like a long I. Ford was super sweaty. Y'all played Fort? I'm Daphne. Adelaide's granddaughter? Sure. Went great. Had some awesome time and had some brownies instead of cake, but it was so good. Ooh, brownies. I like brownies. Gerard Bertine, I'm the warden. Nobody told me you were coming. You look kind of brown. Brown ES. Brownies. Is the house open? No. Well, yes. It's been a couple of months now since Mrs. Deltor passed away. My wife Gilberte and we've made sure everything's weatherproof. The door isn't locked. What brownish with ice cream melted on the... Ooh. That sounds so good. Delicious. Really? Well, the only path goes past their house and there aren't many visitors anyway. The villagers usually avoid coming up here. Ghirardelli chocolate. Mom-in-law is an amazing baker. No. Not. That does sound really fucking good. Why do they avoid the house? People get worked up over nothing around here. An old lady living alone in a big house who doesn't go out much. That's enough to make them talk. Gossip, eh? Thank you, I'll be in the house if you're looking for me. Grandma's away again. Food ordering time, let's go. I'll send you my wife, Gilberta. Help you open the shutters. Just follow the path, it's not very far and you can't get lost. She's paying too. Free food for you? God damn. Are you just making her pay? Is she aware that she's going to be paying? Alright, goodbye Mr. Burgin, have a nice day. Nice day. But 100 yards further on, the path in the woods ends and I see the house standing in kind of a clearing. You want it to... okay. Well, in that case... Although several generations of Delters have lived here, for me this is the first time I've seen this state. The building is impressive with the tower at the center of the facade, the last vestige of an earlier castle and surely the origin of my family name. Latour. The leader. As long as the door isn't locked and opens onto an entrance hall plunged in darkness. As I cross the threshold, the chill of the old stone strikes me, slicing through the searing heat of the midday sun shining over the garden. Despite the gloom, I can make out the edges of the room, intimidating in its vastness, which makes a change from the tiny city apartments I'm used to. Huge house. Struggling to open one of the windows to let the light in, when a voice from the entrance startles me. Summoning none, so gates can eat. Awaken, take the land that must be taken. The land being the food. Summoning. Miss? An old woman stands at the threshold. Yes? My husband told me you were coming to the house. Are you planning to stay for the night? Much more than the night. I'm moving in. Oh, and please call me Daphne. I'll get more than enough miss when I start work at the school. Did they tell you about the succession? Yes, clock is amazing. No, you. Oh. So you're Madam's granddaughter then? Used to talk about you a lot, you know. Did she? I remember you. Well, I mean, it was a long time ago. You were still a baby when Miss Sophie left. And I've never got over it. Well, I'm sure you got a lot to tell me, but can you do it while you help me open the shutters? No. Oh, of course, I'm sorry. Are you moving into the castle? Going to work in the village school, aren't you? You're seen with Pickles and his brother, and it's so close to home with my own brother and our relationship. Hell yeah. I need to see it. Watch it, whatever. Yes, I'm a math teacher. I'm going to teach there. Well, at least for the next 6 months as a substitute. Tell me, how do you want to do this? I mean, I know you've been working for my grandmother, but I'm not sure I can afford your services, if you see what I mean. Inheritance barely left me enough to cover the cost of the house for a couple of years. I mean, that's a lot of money, maybe. Oh, don't worry. Gerard and I retired 2 years ago, but Madame didn't forget us in her will. She was kind enough to leave us the lodge to live out our days. We'll help for as long as we're able, my husband and I. We've done this all our life. Hard work doesn't scare us. Anyway, we'd be bored with nothing to do all day. Hey, there it is. Hey, Waddy didn't dox himself. Good job. Good job, Waddy. Proud of you. Remember that episode like it was yesterday? Oh, Nigger let's go. Boop. Hugging your own brother.
Look, Pickles. Look how great your brother's doing.
Oh, where am I looking?
Look at his house room.
What, you converted the attic?
Look, he has an all-in-one fax machine. He's a professional. Go give him a hug.
Feels good, doesn't it? Hugging your own brother. Being close to his face like this. You got a couple of bones to procure some full guys. I meant to restock the mini fridge, but you know, run out of time. Oh, yeah, here's a... Give me like 500, you know, maybe, you know. I don't want to sell a show here. Look at fucking death clock in my fucking house room. Ha! Don't mention Bobby, Uncle. I can't believe this. Getting excited about you guys throwing me a bachelor party. Oh, and by the way, this is little Amber. The love of my fucking heart. Want to see an angel? Turn around. Turn around.
Right. Right on, right on. Okay, love that show. You know what? We're taking the help. That's great news. With our help, I don't know how I'd manage to get everything done in such a big house. We'll be happy to give you a hand. Have you seen what? I have not seen it. So metal. So metal. Talking about having seen things, what are we watching for movie night tonight? We are having a movie night tonight, right? Should watch one of these Mondays? Why not? You'd like me to get you some groceries from the market tomorrow? Used to do it for Madame. Didn't go out much, not after Miss Sophie left. No, don't worry, I'll go. It'll give me a chance to check the village out. I don't know where to stream it and I wish I had it on DVD. Pirate Bay. I mean, what? Prime, I'm pretty sure. I didn't know last Monday was Monday. Do you know this Monday's this Monday? Or Monday? Check it now. Check it out. Mrs. Burtin helps me put clean sheets on my bed. The windows, now wide open, let out the musty air while ushering in the golden light of the summer evening's setting sun. I know it's Monday, what it is. Okay, good. Just making sure. Oh. Fucking hell, I keep forgetting to say hi to my best. There we go. Then she leaves me alone for the first night in my new home. Bro ain't getting any sleep. Spent the evening watching the antique television in the kitchen while eating a leftover sandwich I bought earlier on the highway. Try to sleep, far from the reassuring sounds of the cars and lights of the city, the forest silence only broken by the unsettling squeak of floorboards and the hoot of a hunting owl. Hoot hoot. Predictably grouched the next morning, and if the sight of the empty fridge hadn't driven me to action, I would have succumbed to the inviting comfort of the sofa and wasted my day napping in the living room. Patreon, thanks for liking live. Welcome in. Market wasn't exactly what I'd imagined. We all have romantic notions of picturesque little country markets, but this one was purely functional. Show me your hoo-hoo hooters. No, you. Nothing romantic about the butcher stall nor the fishmonger's radio. Fishmonger's radio tuned in far too loud to a local station that seems to broadcast at this hour today a playlist of songs that used to be popular but are now utterly outdated. Brian, but you gotta pay for it? Will this still work? It'll work! Does not contain stuff. Contain. $20 a season. God dang. Buying some bread when someone barges in front of me. Stanislas Malter. Holy shit. Give me 3 baguettes and 2 loaves of nut bread. Sliced, please. Thank you, Hooters. Hooters. Oh. Phone? Well, it crashed my whole phone. so that's nice. Wow. My phone has been doing that lately. Just wants to. Even restarting? What happened? It just went dark. My tits are too powerful. It shut off. I'm sorry, but I believe it was my turn. This will only take an instant, don't worry. I'm not gonna let you walk right over me. Who do you think you are? You're not from around here, are you? What does that have to do with anything? Listen, miss, you really ought to educate yourself before you start making a scene. It's kind of embarrassing. See, I'm done already. It didn't take that long, did it? Have a nice day. Oh, fuck you. Man slips a bill into the baker's hand before disappearing down the street. Seriously, who was that guy? You're not from around here, are you? He's Malter's son. Family owns the sawmill that employs half the town, and the other half are all in business with them, one way or another. Also, is a nepo baby or something. I don't know if that's the right word for that. Does that give him the right to behave like that? Ollie. Oh. Eluzone, I want to lurk back on Eluzone. Alright, let me see Gage's hoot hoots. Who's now? Oh shit! Oh no! Actual nip nops. I wasn't expecting that. God damn. How do you like that side? That was full on nip nop. I am shooketh. I am flabbergasted. Because that's my side boob. Oh, Well, it looked like a nipple. My bad. Anyway. Shouldn't cross the Malters, you know. They've been in town for generations. People say all sorts of things about them. Kind of things. What's my neighbor? I fucking knew it! Nip, nip. Nip, nip, nip. Nip, nip, nip. Kind of things. Strange accidents. Businesses suddenly going bankrupt. People are pretty superstitious here. You remind me that I'm not from around here, but taking advantage of the villagers' credulity? I think it's disgusting. What the fuck is this? What is credulity? What does it mean? Oh, that's not. I have a random Ozzy Osbourne Wikipedia page up. Credulity. I don't even know if that's pronounced that way. Well, that doesn't know. Where's translate? What reacts? Oh. Credulity. Ah, okay. Like, okay. More lurks, more stuffs. What is this? What is this?
Original programming. Hi there, and welcome to the Peter Griffin Side Boob Hour. A wonderful look back on all the partial nudity network television used to offer. Look at that side boob. Check out this side boob. How about that side boob? That turn you on? Well, it shouldn't, because that's my side boob. Good night, everybody.
What if it does turn me on? What of it? What is this? Oh, I remember that. Look, I'm leaving the area soon, so you'll understand I don't want to get involved. The others told me to watch out for the family and I don't want any trouble. I see. Now you get what I'm referencing. Oh yeah. Yeah. I see it. I see it now. I realize I've already been here a few days and I haven't taken the time to visit the house properly yet. With my busy schedule, I've confined myself to the main rooms, gone from the bedroom to the kitchen or the living room. How to take advantage of the weekend to give myself the grand tour. Maybe I'll learn more about my grandmother and this family that I know so little about. God damn. Why are you making me hiccup? I could try asking Mrs. Bertine a few questions too. Up till now, she's been very evasive. If I go see her outside her workhouse, she might be more inclined to answer me. What makes you think that? She's a very discreet woman. Somehow she managed to never be in the same room as me. Except that one time when she was. I leave the kitchen for a while to take a shower, for example. When I come back, I always find the debris from my breakfast has been cleared away. The table has been wiped and the dishwasher is gently humming. Damn, that's efficient. She's like, wait, she's got like a 6th sense or 7th sense, or how many fucking senses do we have? Another sense. Told her several times not to make my bed, that I'm perfectly capable of doing it myself. She acknowledges me but keeps on making it anyway. Stop. I guess she might enjoy a friendly visit. Think so. Where should I start? Water! Hello! I see you're taking a break. How's stream going? How are you? I'm pissing. Go piss. Wait, you're already pissing. Never mind. Piss well, girl. I just got to my break. Hashtag banned. Go back to your stream now. Let's go question Mrs. Bertine straight away. How stream go? King. How well, Louise? Hello, Mrs. Bertine. How are you doing? Oh, hello, Miss Daphne. My joints ache a bit today. Must be the colder weather. Summer always goes so fast. It's almost fall already. Can you believe it? That's enough about me. You haven't come around here to listen to an old woman complaining about her aches and pains. How do you know? What if I have, though? How can I help you, miss? Stop calling me miss! See you later. Just kidding. Tell me what it was like in the old days, before my mom left, I mean. The end was already inside when your mother left, if I may say so, miss. Sure, just started just before I pressed go live, so in a bit of pain. Surviving. No! Damn, periods. You think... I forget how old humans are. However old we are, you think we would have evolved past that bullshit somehow? I guess not. At least you're not Brego. That is true, Gage. Unless... I'm just kidding. They were only your grandmother, Madame Adelaide. I have no idea how to pronounce that. I know the I with the 2 dots is like a E. Instead of E. Right? Like E. Like Altair. Adelaide. I'm gonna say Adelaide. Till I get a hold of her. Yo. Now. Yeah. There were only your grandmother, Madame Adelaide, and Miss Sophie living here. Your grandfather died when your mother was still a little girl. Damn! No. At least the damn. An illness that took him without warning. The doctors couldn't do anything for the poor man. Back when I arrived here, things were different. There were lots of people living in the castle. Cousins, uncle, aunts, a whole gaggle of children. Okay, can't have kids to jokes on me. So what happened? I don't really know, it just happened. There were unexplained deaths, accidents. Some of them left the area and we never heard from them again. Everything started to go downhill when the Malters bought the sawmill. It's the damn Malters! You really think that's linked? I mean, there's no logical connection between buying a sawmill and those accidents. I mean, if people go work at the sawmill, there might be some accidents. Oh. I couldn't say, miss. All I know is that when the Malters flourish, the Delators wither. Rivalry? Catch a Gage. Don. I met Malter's son at the bakery. That loud? None of my business, of course, but you should be careful. He's a good for nothing who spends his time doing goodness knows what in his car. His car? I'm trying. You got this. I mean, first impressions, he's a bitch. I guess I agree. You're right, he acted like a jerk with me. Ah, you see exactly my point. Not yet. Not yet what? 130 stream streak, let's go Hello Zone! Hello's catching up to me. Well, you better not miss any streams. Or it's all ogre. Now, while we're talking about the past, maybe you'd like to see the old photo albums? Absolutely. Tell me where they are and I'll take a look at them, thanks. They're in the cupboard in the living room. You'll see. Even some of your great-grandfather's old photos. Great-grandfather? God damn, that is great. I don't have this yet. Still waiting. Hey, there we go. Now I got this. You got that. Something else? Nope, see you later. Sorry, I didn't mean to disturb you. I'll come back later. Bruh. Not even disturbing. What's next? Let's go check the photo albums. So. All the photos where Mrs. Bertine had told me they would be. And I discovered that my great-grandfather had an early passion for the darkroom and that his photographs from the last century had survived time. This game sucks. Not much of a game. I mean, it said interactive graphic novel or whatever, anyway. But hey, it was free, so I'll play it. I'm interested in the story. Only what was larger than, with a swarm of children in the gardens and large stables at the holiday gatherings. What do you think of it so far? It's a reading sim. Which I don't mind. I'm interested to see where the story goes. Not interested whatsoever. Then why are you here? I'm just kidding, don't go, don't leave me. Word could be read on the faces of the adults in the future. Ruin and dereliction of House Delta could already crack the walls and yellow the wallpaper. It didn't show on these old daguerreotypes. Daguerreotypes? If worry could be read on the face of the adults, if the future ruin and dereliction of House Delta could already crack the walls and yellow the wallpaper, it didn't show on this. What? What a weird sentence. I'm giving it a chance. Oh, story hasn't caught my attention yet? I'm waiting for food, so I can't stream. You could easily stream. Thanks for the lurk, Elu. Hope you have a good rest of your stream. Okay. Then a couple of pictures of my mother, first as a child, then as a young girl. The discovery of this treasure moved me. I'd never before seen what she looked like when she was younger. No clue what to play. Nothing striking your fancy, so to speak. Also, what food did you order? I don't know, but I really don't want to do solos. Yeah. You could make friends. Solo. Domino's? Ooh, pizza? And garlic diet dots things. Garlic sauce? Question mark? Is that a Domino's thing? I forgot. One pictures show her belly getting rounder and rounder. Baby. And then nothing. No more photos as if nothing worth documenting had happened during the last 30 years. So shy. Okay. Let's go check my mother's old bedroom. Let's do friendly. It's also when a hostile player does come, they get the first shots of me and I panic miss. Yeah. I get that. Oh, sure. Grandmother lived alone in this big house, so she got most of the room shut and just stayed on the ground floor on the left side of the building. Taking over her living quarters, and with the nights getting colder, I'm glad I don't have to keep the whole house warm. Look over the other rooms, the parlors on the ground floor, and the multiple bedrooms above. How big is this house, man? Everything seems frozen in time. The furniture is covered with white linen sheets, perhaps waiting for better days to return, like the days before Adelaide was a widow when my mother still lived under her roof. Still salty about getting fucked at the extra last time I played? Damn. Guess you had a lot of good stuff in your pockets and backpack. I'd be annoyed too. Well, bedroom hasn't changed. It's still the room of a teenage girl, even if I can see that someone had hastily made room for me. Baby about to be born. There's still band posters from another age pinned to the walls in the crib where I might have spent my first few nights before my mother decided to leave. My second time dying in a row and I was shaking angry. Shaking angry. Angry! That's why I'm glad Tarkov has PvE now. I'm not about to fucking die to players. I mean, to be fair, I still die sometimes to AI, but it's not that often. Actually, it happened just last night. I was playing with my cousin and I died to a boss. Or, well, one of his bodyguards. We got the boss and the other two guards, but the one flanked us, and I got headshotted and my cousin got shot in the leg, so he couldn't run away, so he died because of that. Was not great. Did I read this yet? I don't remember. There aren't any white linen sheets to protect the furniture in this room, and it looks as though it has been cleaned up very recently. Is it Mrs. Bertine? Pick the tower. There's a whole ass tower in here. I couldn't find the entrance to the tower. I searched inside and outside the house, but no door seems to lead into it. I must break some walls. After randomly exploring the corridors and the rooms, I had to admit defeat. Damn it. I'll have to ask Mrs. Bertine about this mystery. However, while I was searching for the damn entrance, my feet took me down to the basement where I discovered a treasure trove of old wines. Ooh, time to get drunk. Most recent bottles were around 30 years old. This my grandmother wasn't much of a drinker, and the wine cellar must have remained untouched since her husband passed away. Did my mother come here during her teen years, defying her parents' rules to steal a bottle to share with her friends from the village? Was I conceived during one of these parties, celebrated by sacrificing these rare vintages on the altar of youth? My mother, Sophie, not sober enough to resist the charms of some local young farmer? What a question to ask yourself. When I was old enough to ask her, she always told me with a dismissive wave of her hand. Father was from the village and hadn't wanted to recognize a child he hadn't asked for. On all she said, we were better off without him. If you could bring a bottle to Mrs. Bertine. Take a bottle. I take a bottle from itself to decipher its dusty label. It slips from my hands and smashes on the ground. God damn it. Making a mess. Park offered me PV only, but I had to pay for it. I wouldn't do it. Fair enough. I paid for it because, first of all, PvE reset every like 2 or 3 months before Tarkov actually launched, like 1.0 launched. Now it doesn't. There's like there will be like seasonal characters. Apparently. Can you enjoy it, right? I enjoy it so much. I have like 1,300 hours now. I haven't checked in a while. Might be close to 1,400. All that matters. Yeah. Like I said, if I get 1 hour of enjoyment for every euro I spend, that's already worth it for me. It's well paid itself for itself, you know. I definitely enjoy it. Ash on the ground. Yeah. Suddenly I'm overwhelmed by the feeling, as though I was violating something sacred, trembling the memory of my grandfather, who might have selected this precise vintage to celebrate something special. It's fine, you didn't know them. Begin to question my intentions. Am I offering this bottle as an honest mark of affection toward a kind old lady, or am I planning to get Mrs. Bertine drunk so that I can extract the information from her? Bruh. Take another bottle. White Bourgogne. Bourgogne? How do you pronounce that? I need to get this right. France. I'm fairly sure this is France. Bourgogne. Pause stream for now. Not that. The other one. What the fuck? Oh, it doesn't. Hold on. Damn, it doesn't play. Fuck. Hello. But it sounds like.
The giant horse conch weighs over 11 pounds.
Oh yeah? Tell me more about this giant horse conch. Salas! How you doing, buddy? Rally English. Oh, this is gonna be interesting. Rally English readings in. Sauce finally gonna notice me. Noticed Gage. Notice me, senpai. How is Sauce? 5 minutes of Rally English. Starting now. I'm alright, how are you? Hi Gage. I'm alright. Little tired, but that's nothing new. A white Bourgogne, she should like it. And anyway, I don't have to drink myself into a stupor with Mr. Portini. I'm sure I can drink responsibly. Been waking up, so I popped the lurk earlier. Now I'm functional enough to acknowledge peeps. Yay, I've been acknowledged. Hi Gage. Yeah. Nice. We all just need a little bit of time to wake up sometimes. Let's go back to Mrs. Burtin. Wurtur. Okay. Good old Wurtur. Hippis. I love seeing what to get moist. I would also like to see me get moist. But it is very, very dry in here. Bedroom. I visited the house, gone into every room, and I noticed all the furniture has been covered with white linen sheets. Yes, it was Madame, your grandmother, who asked me to close most of the rooms. She lived alone in the house and never had any visitors. It was to prevent the furniture from being damaged. Why are you asking? Do you want me to open up the rest of the house? Well, that's a good idea. It's a bit of extra work for you, but it would certainly improve my quality of life. One of the rooms, I'm guessing it was my mother's old bedroom. Why wasn't it closed like the others? It was what Madame wanted. You know, when Miss Sophie left, it broke her heart. She was never the same afterwards. Until the day she died, she never gave up hope that your mother would come back. She asked me to make up her room every day. Just in case, she'd say. Oh. Couldn't find the entrance of the tower. Do you know how to get inside? Well, I couldn't say, miss. No, I couldn't tell you how to get in if my life depended on it. What if it does depend on it? What do you mean by that? Madam, your grandmother said that it had been walled up. That we were better off not knowing what was inside. Well, now I definitely want to know what's inside. The fuck? Magikarp. Nobody got the Magikarp. Launch. Do you mean that no one's been inside the tower for what? 30 years? 40? Goodness me, much more than that. I'm 67. I've been living here since I was 14 and the tower's always been that way. God damn. So nobody knows what's in the tower, but surely you must have some idea, don't you? You must have heard talk in the village, right? Well, it's just gossip, a waste of breath is what it is. What are you talking about? Please don't press me, miss. With all due respect, I won't dirt your late grandmother's name with that nonsense. Family secretsies? Conversation with Mrs. Bourtin aroused my curiosity. The tower, the village, the Malteras. I'd thought my relocation would lead to a life of austerity and isolation. I have to admit that what's going on in the village is far more intriguing than I'd anticipated. Unfortunately, the realities of everyday life catch up with me before I have the time to look into it. I'm obligated to spend the last of my August preparing for my class at the middle school. I hadn't realized how much work that would involve. No garlic sauce though? Son of a bitch! How fucking hard is it to get the goddamn garlic sauce in there? Like, bruh. Something's wrong in their system. So I spend most of my time shut up in the house, buried in the textbooks for all the new classes I've been given. Then the first day of school arrived and I quickly found my bearings in my new job. Nice. I never believed that I'd get so much satisfaction and pleasure from teaching mathematics. I quickly got into a routine and the days began to pass me by like trains. Weird day. Oh, chapter 2 already? Hell yeah. So, did my stuff get approved? Appeal not approved. Why? What is in me in the fucking thing? Bruh. What is the community guideline? And there's unoriginal or reproduced content. Well, I guess it just doesn't work. I'm back. How I'm dead. Had to process and ship a few orders. Whoop whoop. Work, bestie. Work, 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 work. How's work been? Sounds like maybe not super busy, not busy either. Chapter 2. September. Oh, we're just going by months. Chapter names. Okay. Been okay today. Smooth sailing. Smooth operator. Smooth operator. Hell yeah. I hope it stays that way. For the last 5 hours? 6 hours? 5 hours? Math ain't mathing. I decided to take advantage of the weekend and go back to the market. I'm sure someone will finally agree to tell me more than the tidbits I managed to gather up to now. Fine goes. Nipe. Nope. Fucks me. That's funny. 5 fucking hours. Jeez, there you go. That was right the first time. Good job, you did it. Well done. Proud of you. Especially about the Malter family, who seem to fascinate half the village and terrify the other half. I should start with the baker. If she hasn't finished her season already, she can't be far off. I wouldn't be taking much of a risk sharing some cost with me, seeing as she's leaving until next summer. I see Gerard Bourtine on the other side of the square. Talking to someone, a tall man with a self-possessed stare. Let me guess, it's the fucking bitch. I already forgot his name, Maximilian or something. I could go so that he has to introduce me, but the baker's about to close, and I might not get another chance to question Mrs. Burchard. I do. Burchard! Yeah, let's go to the bakery. Hello, Mrs. Burchard. Ah, hello, miss. You're in luck. I was just about to close. You finishing the season soon? Yes, I am. We ran a bit more into September than we planned, but that's it. We're calling it a day. 2 weeks vacation. We're moving to the Alps, my husband and I. Doing the ski season there. You're doing skiing? Crazy. Oh, that'll make a change. I'm glad to be leaving. The money's not bad, but I don't like the atmosphere around here. So, will it be one baguette, as usual? Oh, baguette. Yes, but I wanted to ask. Oh, sorry. I wanted to ask. Yes? What do you know about the Maltese? I told you I don't want to talk about them. I don't want any trouble. I really need to know. Nobody wants to tell me anything, and seeing as you're leaving soon. You seem like a nice young lady, so listen to me carefully. Takes me by the arm, puts her face close to mine and whispers. Hey, yo. Don't ask about the Maltese. Oh. Maltese, they're sorcerers. That's why they've got the whole village under their thumb. If you do something they don't like, bad things happen. Viral emoji. How do you think I got this place? Bakers don't take 3-month vacations. The Blanchard, the owner of the shop, 3 months in the hospital, physioed a lot, the poor man. Fell down the stairs. The other shopkeepers, they told me he'd had words with the mayor. With the mayor? Another Maltese, I'm guessing. Oh, a Maltese. Well, yes. Ives Maltese. This. Ives? I don't know. Maltese, he's the mayor of the village, didn't you know? No, I didn't. Apparently they were talking one evening, some petty quarrel about the land register, a fence that wasn't in the right place or something, and then BAM! The next day he falls down the stairs, just like that. But it's impossible, it must be a coincidence. That type of thing doesn't happen in real life. When it happens once, it's a coincidence, but when it happens every time someone gives the Maltese any trouble... I'm gonna take it serious, why not? Thank you for talking to me, I'll be discreet, don't worry. Well, now you know as much as I do. You be careful of them. I'd hate if it was my fault that something happened to you. Don't worry about me. Goodbye, Mrs. Bouchard. Bouchard. Yeah. Glance around for Mr. Bertine and his Mr. companion, but they're already gone. Too bad. Boomer. I go around the shops trying to find out about the Maltesers as I buy fresh contents from my refrigerator. Unfortunately, now that I've been identified as the young heirs, the tongues are tied. The villagers have become surly, polite yet distant. Wally. Oh shit, rain! As I carry my groceries to the car, it begins to rain. Oh no! It doesn't stop for the whole weekend and the beginning of the next week. September showers. I'm at school teaching geometry to my 6th grade class when nature finally intervenes to give the sun back. Whoop whoop. But the respite is short-lived when a bit later I discover a summons to the principal office in my locker. What? What have I done wrong? Even though I'm now on the other side of the fence and I no longer risk a detention, I admit it worries me a little, adding a sense of menace to this otherwise radiant September day. Menace. He's just standing there, menacing me. When I'm entering the principal office, I discover Mr. Chastanet, the principal, in a heated debate with someone who I guess is the irate mother of one of my pupils. Poor man is ashen. He cowers behind his desk and he's so hunched up in his big leather chair, it's as if he's melting into the upholstery. Please, Mrs. Levege. You must admit that your demands are most unusual, to say the least. Don't forget that Miss Delator is only here for 6 months. Everything will go back to normal when Mr. Dubuis is back. Mrs. Dubuis. Ah, here she comes. Chastanet fixes me with an imploring gaze as if I was his only hope of salvation. Oh boy. Did you want to see me? Yes, please take a seat. Let me introduce you to Mrs. Levesque. Jean-Baptiste's mother, you know. One of your 6th grade students. Hello. Well, Mrs. Levesque, it's nice to meet you. I'm Daphne Delator, Mrs. Dubuis' substitute. I'm really very satisfied with your son's work. He's an excellent student. Are you kidding me? You must realize I'm not here to talk about my son's math skills. What's going on then? Look, Mr. Chastanet, I'm not going to exchange words with this... Anyway, we had an agreement, you and I hope you'll keep to your word. What is this lady's problem? Jean-Baptiste's mother glares at me coldly. I hear the director mutter in his beard. Beard. I hear the director mutter in his beard. Is he hiding the beard somewhere outside of the scene? Because it's not on his face. Where is this beard he's muttering into? But we hadn't agreed to anything. 17. I don't know what to make of the situation. After a few seconds that feel like hours, I give up and say, what exactly is the problem? I'm sure we can find a solution. I'm not sure how to tell you this. Silvek wishes to remove her son from your class. Okay. Not my problem. I don't understand. Are you insinuating that there's something wrong with my teaching? Why would you want to remove your son from my class? This has nothing to do with your teaching. Miss Livek, be reasonable. You can't ask it to just change the classes just like that for no good reason. For no good reason? Ah, that's it. You're falling under the Delator spell too. Who the fuck are you? That family of pagans. I'm not Christian enough for you. You arrive in town and just like that you think you can get away with anything? I haven't done shit! But me, I can see what you're up to and I won't be fooled like the others. Going to say what you are? A witch. If you truly believe I'm a witch, perhaps it would be better not to make me angry. If you behave yourself, I promise you I won't initiate your son into any mysteries except those of geometry. Hell yeah. I'd happily continue to explain myself, but Mr. Chastanet interrupts to cut short the discussion. You see, I was sure that if we discussed it rationally, we could come to a consensus. Cody! Cody's back. Back again. Trust you're reassured, Mrs. Levicki. I have no idea how to pronounce that. I'm just gonna call her Mrs. Levick. And Miss Dilator, I hope I can rely on you to take good care of our dear Jean-Baptiste's progress. Of course, sir. I'll pay special attention. What? Oh, you're in it together. There's no other explanation. You Dilator, you won't get away with this. You haven't heard the last of me. What the fuck is her problem, dude? Without warning, she leaves the room, slamming the door behind her. An awkward silence, which is quickly broken by Jean Chastanet. It's the third time she's burst into my office for this nonsense. I believe I owe you one, Daphne. We're gonna know. You're welcome, Mr. Chastanet. So, soothing parents' irrational fears is also part of the job description. I don't think she's very soothed. But I could be wrong. When I finally get out of school, it's almost dark and rain is pouring down again. As if today's events hadn't already annoyed me enough. I mean, honestly, what does she think she's doing making trouble for me like that, as if it's normal? Just like I don't have any magical powers. Such thing even existed. Oh, was there actually something about that in this, right? Oh, there can be a witch. Will you choose to believe in magic or will you hang on to your rational view of the world? Maybe there is some magic stuff going on. Otherwise I would have changed her straight into a frog or something. These witchcraft stories are quite fascinating. Not to believe the Malters have the whole area under their thumbs just like that. So cross me with you. Bam! One little curse and no more problem. Here it looks cool when it freezes. You saw it? That was like 10-15 minutes, so... just now. Yeah. Yeah, I get the same. If I was out for more than that, it would actually get like actual ice in it. Feels so weird. It's all icy. Must be a price to pay. But what nonsense. Things like that don't exist. Even if I would like them to. Mustache don't freeze though? Mine do, but also mine are a bit longer. I mean, if I stay long enough, it will. But, yeah. It's quite short. I like keeping it short so it doesn't get in my mouth. I lit a cigarette. I'm sitting by the window brooding over these thoughts. Not the cigarette! And suddenly the headlights of a car illuminate the bend in the road. My surprise, he turns to the gate and comes up to the lane of the house. Who would visit me this late? My one is longer than yours. Resume instead of pause. Resuming. I think I recognize the grubby gray van with the ladder on its roof and the hastily patched up right wing. How is this possible? What is he doing here? Resume. One finished word. I guess in this context it would be jatka. J-A-T. K-A. Jatka. I sure am jatkaing. Thanks, better. Think of what makes him turtle enough for the Turtles Club. Squirtle? Squirtle squirt? Yes. From their mouths. What is he doing here? Run down the stairs, open the front door. Frank? Sorry. Frank? Squirting. Yo. There he is, my ex-lover at the door, trenched by the relentless rain. Squirters. We all have our things. Heart sinks at the thought of seeing him, talking to him once again, just when I resigned myself to the fact that he was a remnant of the past. Damn it, Frank, the fuck you doing here for? First happy, then not so much. How did he know? How did he find me? I hadn't even told him I was leaving. Daphne? How long do you plan on making me wait in the rain? I need to talk. Heyo! Got a stream on my missing. Well, I get it. I guess it's the horny Monday. Buffalo! How you doing? The longest time Hall haven't showered. Hall? Hall? Never showered in a hole. I mean, best kind of Monday. Feel gauge feel. Probably around a week. Mainly the military, when we were doing like outside stuff. No bad. We were like doing the camp stuff. That doesn't go. Why not? Why not? Doesn't count if you can't go to the shower. Why not? Needs to be your choice. Well, I mean, my answer will still be the same. It's still about a week. Squirting, showers, and feeling stuff. Don't get too excited now. Wow, he looks not good, dude. What are you, Fluffy Cody? Rock guy! How is your Monday? Happy Monday. But, what are you doing here? Frank stands in the hall watching me, clearly annoyed. I'm fine, thanks for asking. No, we broke up, but didn't it even cross your mind to call, let me know that you were moving to the other side of the country? It did. I mean... What do you mean? Come on, explain. Why are you so mad? Fuck off. None of your business. Nothing to do with you. You said it yourself. We broke up. Right, then tell me why I'm still getting your mail. My mail? Yes. Letter from your mother. I know your relationship's difficult. I figure it's probably important. Importante. Dude, how are you? Oh god, are you up? How's Fluffball? That rogue guy's cute. do? Only Monday according to water, so I'm doing good. It wasn't my idea originally. What's the guy's name who makes them story videos? He was once had the most subs on YouTube. That's pretty vague. Ray William Johnson? That's my guess. I don't know if he ever had more. Yes, him. Okay, English only. Okay, well, I'm glad to help. You're welcome. Where's Lion? Ray William Johnson? Yes. More important. Yeah. And then I had to track you down, which wasn't exactly child's play. It would have been easy if you'd left me your new address. Why the fuck would have I done that? Never heard of him having the most subs. Yeah, same here. I mean, I can't... Maybe in the earlier years. Used to do equals 3. I don't know. I'm between jobs. I thought I'd take a few days off. Frank smiled at me, looking amused. I'm pretending to check out the room he adds. Funny, I've been dreaming of a weekend in bed and breakfast, or should I say casual and breakfast. Fuck off, dude. What do you think? It's a little bigger than our old flat on the main street. Yes, Ray William Johnson was the most subscribed human. Specifically on YouTube, holding the top spot from roughly June 2011 to early 2013. Huh. Well, that's like ancient on internet timeline at this point. Fair enough. You ever get lost on the way to the bathroom? No, I always thought you were a bit of a tough, wouldn't you agree, Lady Daphne? Quit talking crap. What, don't you like Lady Teletor? What about Lady Daphne? Or Your Grace? Your Grace sounds perfect, don't you think? I like this dude. Frank's wandering around the hall, inspecting the furniture and ornaments. There's one thing he's particularly good at, it's the way he can diffuse tense situations. Or mind if we talk about it tomorrow? Got to say, I'm shattered. As he speaks, he pulls a letter from his inside pocket and places it on the chest of drawers in the hall. Mother's letter. I know it's not easy for you, but if you need to talk about it, right here. Face off, mate. Thank you. Well, it's okay with you. I'm going to crash on your sofa for a few hours. I don't want it. There's like 4,000 rooms up there. I can't let you sleep on the sofa. I'll set you up in a guest room. Even better, show me the way. Yeah, I do enjoy Ray William Johnson's stuff. Watty, would you take 1 million euros or 1 million subs on YouTube? Probably the euros, if I'm honest. That would solve a lot of problems right away. No! What am I gonna do with 1 million subs? It doesn't really translate to anything. Long term? Term, Long term, It's a lot of sandwiches. Sandwiches for days. I can't fit all these subs in my freezer. Tuna sandwich? Tuna. Tuna's good. Triangle sandwich. Specific triangular. I don't know. There are some ups. 1 million euros right now, though. I could do so much right now. So much. For the best. No, you. Huh, got him. I wake up early the next morning. Frank must still be asleep upstairs and won't be awake up for at least a couple of hours if I know him. I don't feel like getting up yet, so I decide to stay snuggled under the quilt for a few more minutes. What'd you do? First thing. Pay off all my debts. I'd say. Yeah. Wow, music is very loud. And there's no music volumes specifically. Damn it. I think about what happened yesterday and how odd the situation is. Frank is fast asleep in a room just a few yards from mine. Can't believe he came all this way just to bring me a letter from Mom. Is he regretting our breakup? Is this letter just a pretext to see me again? Pretext? Pretend. I don't know. Maybe it's the right word. Ready to never see him again after everything we'd gone through. Here we are. Met almost 10 years ago. Oh, damn. So unlikely we had such completely different lifestyles. He was a carpenter, I was a freshman at the university. Science major, I just arrived in town. Pretext means excuse? Okay, fair enough. I was thinking of like pretense, pre something. Thank you, Fluffball. It's a party and an acquaintances. Still don't know why I was invited. I don't know why I went either. Guess when you're 20 years old, you jump at any occasion to go out. False. Instead of escaping my student digs was enough to convince me to put on a pretty dress and jump on a bus. Frank should have been there either. He was working on a particularly demanding project, but our hostess had insisted until he had given up and agreed to come. And then... yes, that's what we call fate. Magic worked right away. Magic. Then it was the same old story. A few years later we moved in together. It was stupid paying 2 rents when we were living with each other all the time. 2 years ago we took things a step further. Frank's small carpenter business was doing well. My PhD was on track. The subject just came up by itself. Thinking about moving out from this apartment. I really want to live in a car or camping van, but I would still need an address. You would also need a car or a camping van. For the record. Frank asked me if I wanted to have a baby. Wow. Agreement was so simple. He was so sure about it. He was so sure of everything. The strength of our relationship that he didn't want to wait any longer. That it was the right time. Huh? If you want to live in a car or a camping van, you need a car or a camping van. Unless you already have a car or a camping van. Is that where the confusion is? Yeah, no shit. Well, yeah. Get a post office box. Boxes. I'd called for the first, objecting that I wanted to finish my PhD first, that we would have to think about it, but he managed to convince me. What? Wait, did this actually happen? Wasn't that hard? I loved him more than anything, and I knew that sooner or later I would want to start a family with him. Why wait? We were happy. Then... late in the pregnancy, a few weeks before the due date. Oh no. Lost a child. Oof. How did it happen? Made me keep the lifeless thing in. Oh, this is fucked up. Made me keep the lifeless thing in my belly for days until the doctors decided to induce labor. That's fucked up. Wait, I don't know if that's a thing in Finland. Let me Google. Only for businesses. Jesus Christ. They didn't understand what had gone wrong. Frank stayed with me at every step. He held my hand as I expelled death from my womb. Jesus. Must be traumatizing. Doctor refused to let me see the baby, objecting that I was too fragile to handle it. But I saw Frank's eyes when they pulled the motionless and silent corpse out of me. And one for 20 years, residential, best to call them. Years. Longed him as much as I could, but there was a chasm in my chest. I didn't want to admit to myself, but I knew something was irrevocably broken. Frank decided to incinerate the body and scatter the ashes. Burying the body meant naming it, making it in a way exist. That was much more than we could bear. In any case, I was incapable of making any decision. The first shockwave and the tsunami it created in our lives finally receded. I realized our relationship was doomed. Doomed. I blamed Frank, myself, the universe. Seeing Frank every day reminded me of everything I'd gone through, and our daily life had become a hopeless ordeal. One day was too much. I closed the door on that life. Frank kept our old apartment and took a furnished flat in the meantime. Then a couple months later, the notary told me my grandmother had just passed away and she had bequeathed everything to me. Take a quick shower, then go downstairs. The noise from the coffee machine tells me that Frank's found his way to the kitchen. Mom's letter is still propped on the chest of drawers in the hall. I have to open it sooner or later. What should I start with? Read the letter. Letter first. The envelope is dog-eared and yellowing as though it had traveled a lot. Stamp is foreign. The lettering tells me that it was probably posted somewhere in Asia. Open it with a shaking hand. First news I've had from her for years. Been what? 5 years? 6 years? I can't remember the last time we talked. Frank has never even met her. She was always a terrible mother, extremely controlling but also glacially cold and strict. When I turned 18, I got a university scholarship which allowed me some financial independence, which in turn quickly became total independence. I couldn't put up with her interference in my life any longer. Little by little, we lost touch. One year I made an excuse not to visit her at Christmas. Next year I just sent her a card. I had to filter her calls, and one day the phone stopped ringing. The bond was broken and years had passed without me noticing her absence. When I tried to contact her, she had disappeared without leaving an address. I must admit I didn't try very hard to track her down. Now, out of nowhere, she comes back into my life with this letter. Ugh. Oh, jeez. Her nervous, jerky handwriting hasn't changed. The content of the letter, though, is as cryptic as it is brief. Daphne, please don't accept the inheritance from your grandmother. Too late. Don't go back there. You'll only be putting yourself in danger. Regards, Sophie Delator. Not even mom. Your mother. The closing says a lot about her tenderheartedness. I wasn't expecting your mommy who loves you, but well. Mom never talked about the time she spent here with my grandmother at the castle. It seemed obvious to me that something had happened. But what? Then this over my mind as I entered the kitchen. Sup, Frank? I'm not tired, you're tired. Almost 2 hours already. Damn. Alright, nice. Frank holds a steaming mug of coffee and is gazing out through the French windows. Managed to figure out the caffeine machine. You know me, without my morning caffeine, I'm a total zombie. Do you sleep well? Sure. I'm tired. How do you know? Yawns. Very well, thanks for asking. You? It's comfortable and the silence of the countryside is refreshing. Been ages since I've slept so well. Listen, Daphne, I won't beat around the bush. I'm not here for the scenery. You must have figured that out by now. I think it was a mistake to break up. I get the funny feeling you're going to blow me off straight away, but I have to ask. Do you think we could try again? No. Look, I don't think it's such a good idea. Not after everything we've been through. Alright. Well, that's very clear. To my astonishment, his face relaxes all at once. He grins at me and changes the subject. So, seriously, what have you been doing here all this time? Tell him about my life and everything that's happened since I arrived. Routines, the Maltese, the tower with no entrance, and all the crazy stuff. Mention that now I'm a school teacher. Also tell him about Mom's letter. He's not sure what to make of it either. It's fine. Ooh. Right, well, I got to say, your stories are very exciting, but also kind of worrying. Here's what I suggest. Whatever happens, didn't ask by the way. Whatever happens, I'm going to stick around here for a while. No, fuck off. I don't have any contracts in the near future, and I can't afford to give myself a couple of weeks off. After that, we'll see. If I find some work around here, I'll stay a few more months. Why do you insist? I don't want you here, buddy. Bud. I'm still not into you, bud. It's not as if there's anyone waiting for me to come home. It would give us time to think things over. Does it bother you if I stay at the castle for a week or two? Just until I can find a room somewhere? This is that booty. Yes. I guess you can stay a few days. Stop yawning, what the fuck? Did you think I'd throw you out? Of course you can stay for a few days until you get your bearings. Thanks. Kind of you not to make me homeless. You're not homeless. You have a home wherever the fuck you're coming from. I'm missing the T. I'm more of a P person. Or V, whatever you want to call it. Don't thank me, it's the least I can do. So, how do we do this? I don't want to get under your feet. Under my feet? What a weird saying. There's no reason we'd be in each other's way. The house is plenty big enough for both of us. I was just thinking I'd better tell the Warrens you're here before I leave. We don't want Mr. Burtin to shoot you like a rabbit if he sees you hanging around the house. That's very reassuring. Don't be silly, they're very nice, you'll see. I really got to get going. Enjoy your day. You too. Magmar! Rokas already got it. Can give him my D and he can eat anything else later. Want your D? This game got more interesting? Yes. That's what I thought. There was some history about their relationship. This is X speech. Frank, whatever. So history shown to Jack O'Neill. On a D free title. Hope it's going well for you. How's the Elo stream going? Hope it's going well as well. Oh. 3D? No way. No, D free, not 3D. I try to put my thoughts in order as I drive to school. There's quite a lot to digest. Day flies by fast as an arrow. I know you'll have to ask her. I wasn't there long. Okay. Well, I hope it's going well either way. Either way. What if said it was hard in one day is the 3D? Everything that's happened since yesterday, I'm having trouble keeping my mind on my work. When I get back to the castle, there's light and movement. Is this supposed to be Frank? Fuck my life. Even if it's all temporary, I'm glad not to be alone for a while. It's a nice change from my last few weeks of solitude. Then in booba on the bed of friend. Which I didn't ask for, by the way. Fire crackles in the hearth and delicious smells drift out of the kitchen. It's almost too perfect and I have a hard time not taking advantage of Frank's kindness. He was determined to see to my every need. Still, I managed to keep out of my way. We eat our meals together, but otherwise we get on with our own business in different parts of the house. I did ask though. Didn't expect to receive. Did you ask? Well, I didn't ask. Likes the boobas. Only women's boobas. Didn't say no. Did you want it Hooters? Well, yes. Not Gage's booba. Or mooba, whatever. As promised, about 10 days later, he tells me he's found a small furnished flat in the village and he's moving in the next day. 10 days! I told him he could stay for a few. Few's like... I mean, 10 is like few times 2 plus 2. Relieved to see him go. I've got a feeling that if I stayed much longer, the situation would become awkward. Probably. Days, then weeks go by and I slip back into my routine of the school, the village and the house. Anything new? I'm walking in the forest. I'm walking. Oh yeah, I forgot I got restricted here. What if I try to appeal again? Can I try to appeal again? Guess we'll see what happens. The leaves have begun to redden and the trees are clad in the bold colors of fall. It's getting late, but I'm too busy strolling along the path. Danger. I noticed, but night has begun to fall. I can see the castle at the end of the trail, but as I get closer, it seems to move away. Uh-oh. Feel a presence behind me. Uh-oh. Something deeply evil. Ominous, almost sickening. Begin to run. The house has disappeared completely and I find myself in some kind of meadow. Something in the middle, something that softly reflects the moonlight. As I get closer, I discover it's an oval pool filled with silvery liquid. Mercury? Things reflected on the surface of me, but not me at the same time. The sensation of dissonance gets stronger as I draw nearer. What the fuck? I can make out my facial features, but something has changed. I realize I'm dressed in all in black. My hair is black. And I need to see. Oh. Apologies. Ah. My hair has grown. My eyes seem to burn with the cold light, almost chilling. Bless you. Ah, blessed be! Thank you for saying blessed be. What I always say. Thanks, guys. Whew. Neef. I reach toward the mirrored surface, my fingers stretched out and the reflection starts to tremble. If it was resonating. When my finger touches the cold and strangely clammy surface, it shatters into 1,000 pieces. Fucking huh? For a few moments the darkness is absolute. Yeah, I can't see shit. In some kind of garden, a heavy fog surrounds me. This has to be a dream, right? This is a dream. Moving toward a reddish light that pulls me toward it like a lighthouse in a muffled turbid storm. Turbid? No sneeze in 5 minutes? Okay, I'll do my best. I'll do my best. This might go horribly wrong very quick, or I'll actually beat it. Turbid. There are words that I've never heard before, which is both cool and slightly upsetting. I can make out a statue, a sort of human-sized sphinx carved in granite. Something majestic yet profoundly sad in the hunched-up, impassive attitude of the creature. When I'm close enough to distinguish it, I realize the creature wears my face. This is definitely a dream. I see my countenance reflected in hers like a mirror. Then her eyes come alive, and the imploring, helpless look seems to beg for mercy. Why is the music gone now? It should have like very tense music. I'm frozen in contemplation, my heart overflowing with sadness and awe, when once again I feel the sickening presence, like warmth breath on the back of my neck. Warmth breath? Not just warmth. Okay. Gage, thanks for lurk. Bruh, you can't just make me not sneeze for 5 minutes and then exit. Could be too horny. Not me. I'm the epitome of modest. And whatever the opposite of horny is. Turn struggling against the terror which invades me, and suddenly I'm falling endlessly. Darkness bears me. What? Why are you laughing? Double watching you, Nil. Watching till timer ends, then I'll start my stuff. Okay. At 2:40. I wake up with a child. I knew it was a dream. What the fuck? This is how chapter 3 starts. Sober. That's scary. Nose getting itchy? No. Barefoot in the grass. Before me the black mass of the forest seems to invite me in. Water! Hatchet dude! What's up, dude? How you doing? Welcome in. Welcome to Water Reading Sim. Part probably 17 or something. I don't know. Double watching was too hard. Or like tennis. Feel a hand on my arm. Miss, I heard a noise, so I came to check. How are you, buddy? I'm alright, a little tired. I'm alright. Wait, I'm what? Feel a hand on my arm? Yeah. Like that. I don't know. Think we all do. I don't understand, but sure. Mrs. Borden is standing next to me looking concerned. What am I doing here? What happened? Bad dream, miss. Just a bad dream. Come on, let's get you back to bed. Just a bad dream and I'm all the way out here. Forest, right? The Sphinx calling me. The Sphinx. Mrs. Borden guides me back to my bedroom. I fall into a dreamless sleep. Nice. When I wake again, the sun is well up in the sky. I'm surprised to see Mrs. Bertine still here, asleep in a chair on the other side of the room. Sleeping so peacefully, I feel almost guilty waking her up. Mrs. Bertine? Oh, hello, Miss Daphne. I'm sorry, I must have dropped off. Dropped off?
Time's up.
Ah, I didn't sneeze. I'm the master of no sneeze. Great success. Dropped off? What are you doing here? Oh, don't you remember you gave us quite the fright last night? Time's up. Achoo! I would have still been the winner. Yeah, I was just holding off on my sneeze. At least I didn't have to make funny faces. Like sometimes when someone bans scratching my nose or something, and then it starts itching, and I'm like, beef steak, like the steak they burnt witches at. Why Gerard heard you go out. He heard a noise and went to check out what it was. When he saw it was you, he woke me up so I could take you back to bed. Why wouldn't he do it? If steak is the same as steak. It's pronounced the same. The first steak is the slab of meat and the other steak is the... Yeah, that. Yeah. Then there are stakes. Stakes are high. High risk, high reward. I guess. You know. We're used to it anyway. It used to happen to Madam, your grandmother, quite often. Once or twice a month, we'd find her wandering in the garden, and we had to put her back to bed. With the moon. Nani? Moon? If I was blind, I would maybe... If I was blind, I would maybe understand your sign. How would you know what I'm signing if you're blind? Take food, take kill vamps. Yeah. Cody, did you mean to say deaf? I don't think blind people can see things, generally speaking. Oh, wait. Yeah, deaf. Yeah, that makes more sense. Moon? Well, yeah, she always did it when the moon was full. You know what they say, don't you? About the full moon? Werewolves? Deaf is almost the same as Steve. Steve. Dean. Deaf. Dan. I don't see the connection. I know, there's really no scientific proof that the moon influences behavior. Ah well, those scientists are always a step or two behind. I speak from experience. Full moon always brings something with it. You have to beware of full moon dreams. Sometimes you can sign on someone's hand. Saw that on TV when a kid was dead. Dead? I saw that on TV when a kid was dead and blind. And his parents signed on his palms. Dead. Yeah, that makes way more sense. Channel maybe TLC. TLC always said something like that. You're dead. F. Y'all are just full of typos today and stuff. Typos are wrong, straight up wrong words. But it's pretty funny. Stop making me laugh. No. No. Just give it the dead child around. Oh, that's fucked. Bro, what? We love our no context quotes. Jeeves. Oh, no, what did I say? Oh, I said the dream. Yep. That's funny. That's funny in a very fucked up, dark humor way. That's why I like it. That's why I like it, sorry. It's funny you should mention it. I did have a strange dream, actually. I was in the forest, and there was a mirror and a sphinx. Sphinx, you say? Did you know that part of your family's coat of arms? Maybe you saw it there. Well, perhaps. Coat of arms? Yes, that's right. The blazon of the Delators. You should have a look. It's carved into the tower wall. The blazon with the tower and the sphinx, a bit like that one from the pyramids. Gonna be the fusion! Wait, it's 0202-2026. That looks almost cool. Damn. Only made it to almost cool. Always talked about how I eat 7 dead rats from my grandma's freezer. Well, today I was a frozen rat myself. Walking 3 kilometers to school in minus 27 Celsius. Yep, it sure is cold as fuck. Currently it's only minus 20. Come on, me. Real. I'll take a look when I get the chance, thanks. Right, maybe I did see it there. Don't you have a beard? No. What? Bruh. Confusion. I was asked about freezes. There's something Cody doesn't know. Okay, you do not have a beard. You do not have a beard, Boris. Wait, I forget, please. A nice 20 Celsius here. Is a woman? Yes. 20 Celsius. In fucking February? That's crazy. Definitely don't have a beard at all. Well, miss, if you don't need me anymore, I'll get back to the lodge. Gerard must be waiting for me to fix his lunch. Bro can probably make his own food, come on. Yes, of course, off you go. I know how to look after myself. Do you though? I'm sorry, Con. What is your cup size? Double C. Oh, got it. This is Pedro, by the way. Didn't say what part of the body the beard was on. I mean... I guess. In that case, have a good day, miss. And if you need anything at all, just let me know. I'm like triple Z in my bed when I sleep. Hey, got him. Damn. Mrs. Bourdain goes, leaving me alone with my questions. I telling myself that this might be the moment to call Dr. Durant. I telling myself. Said I could call him if I felt the need, and I'm afraid the time has come. I'm not so sure he can do anything for me, but never know. Horse could be rocking a Fu Manchu. Wink. Whatever that means. I want to assume. Is that Chinese? Pick up the phone and dial his number. Beep boop boop beep boop. Hello? Not Chinese, and I can tell you that is not Chinese. Could have been. Dr. Durant? It's Jaffne? Jaffne Delatour. I could be. My beard only goes on the face. Type of beard mustache combo. Right. Lol. Ooh. Ah, hello, Daphne. Why are you calling? Well, you told me I could call. True, but you haven't been in touch since August, and now you're calling me on a Sunday morning. Yes, it must be important. Can you show side beard? Sin Mr. Fuckballs. What? Side beard like this? Eh. Nothing special. Save the cheeks. Yeah, like here. I get beard all the way here. But it's like one hair there, one hair here, you know. Not a mister to start with, long. Oh, so we can grow the cheek beard. Not really. Looks stupid. I don't like it. Who needs to shave his mustache off? Wear the same shirt for 2 weeks straight and gain like 15k. Ideal Discord moderator. I think I'm modding like one server. I think I'm fine this way. Thank you very much. Neckbeard Discord mod. Lol. Oh, I'm so sorry. I didn't realize. You can go back tomorrow if you prefer. No, you were right to call me. That's precisely why I gave you this number. I'll be more tuned in now than I would be between patients tomorrow. That's fair. Quickly run through everything that's happened since I arrived, and with the recurring dream and with what happened last night. Recurring? I can't grow them that good either. I've really thought of putting shit on it so the bacteria goes to grow something. Shit, literal shit? Because to grow something close to beard. Never did it. Don't do that. Yeah, shit. Don't do that. I started coding classes. I'm a pro. Hello world. Hello Gonbini Fusion. I am world. Listen, Daphne, I understand why you've called me, but there's no cause for alarm. There's no proven treatment for somnambulism, and everything suggests that it's an isolated crisis, certainly due to your new environment. Print, hello world. Oop. But must have an explanation for the dream, don't you? Well, for that, we can look into psychoanalysis. Tell me, how would you interpret it? You want a disease? Because that's how you get a disease. Oh yeah, I was supposed to go offline here. By TikTok. You restricted me. But you know how plants grow from chicken shit? My beard grows from human shit. I don't think body hair works the same way as plants. Correct me if I'm wrong. That is unsanitary sale. Just keep the shit away from your face. Why they restrict you? I don't know. It's been doing that for whatever reason. I tried even appealing. You're wrong, fuck you. Damn, Pors. Bruh. I'm upset now. Well, who knows? I googled and nobody has done it. Might have to do it for the world. Well, that's up to you. I'm not gonna stop you. No. Poor said fuck you. I'm kidding. I know. I'm also kidding. I'm just fake upset. What did Combini Fusion say? Zig beg boebe we huwen loco live grisi. Alright, Cthulhu. But okay, please do it and stream it to Twith. Emotional damage. How would I interpret it? With wasn't there like a Twitch emote that said Twith at one point? Might still be here. We'll need Water's whole channel leaving shit behind. No! How are you gonna do that? It's not a physical thing. You're gonna eat something that's not physical. I felt like a monitor dream. I don't know, the dream, it was really strange. It almost felt like a premonition. You're entitled to your beliefs, Daphne, but let me remind you that you are in charge of your own destiny. Don't forget that even if this dream was indeed a premonition, as you say, don't be trapped by the idea that your fate can't be changed. You are the channel now. No. I'm just a person who has the channel. Hey, I chatbot to fulfill your wildest fantasy. Hey, yo. That's fake, said he fakes orgasms better. That's what I heard. Don't know for sure. How would a man fake orgasms? That I'm very curious to hear about this. There is something stuff that comes out. Throw water. Sure. Yes, you're right. Most of all, don't push yourself too hard. Take some time to think things over. Been through a lot of changes. When you get your bearings, everything will be fine, you see. Stomach just growled so loud and scared me. Spit on their back. Yeah, I don't think that's gonna work. Why would I don't want to fake anything anyway. Don't put that shit on me. Scared you? Must be real hungry. I am Michael Jackson. I need money to perform in New York. Prof. Right. Forget if I read this or not. Most of all, don't push yourself too hard. Take some time to think things over. You've been through a lot of changes. When you get your bearings, everything will be fine. You just give banks credential. No. Thank you, doctor. Told me your ex-partner had paid you a visit. How do you see things there? A little intrusive. I think it's very pushy. Didn't move on to the other side of the country just to have him follow me. Your violent reaction seems to indicate you still have unresolved issues. Maybe you could take advantage of his presence there to talk over your relationship. Be honest with him and with yourself. We already talked. You're probably right. One swiped. What? Touched that on my PP because I couldn't. Weird joke. Let me be quiet for a while. Bastard. That was a weird joke. But hey, you do you. Have the bus on your PP so we'll cool fast. No, don't do that. Hurts the PP. That's gone off the rails and I didn't do it for once. You may have pushed them in that direction in a way. You're on your way to finding a new balance. It's up to you to decide if it's with Frank or without him. Definitely without. Yeah, bitch. That's exactly what I plan to do. So you mentioned a young man, Stanislas, is that right? Yes, but I really don't know what to think of him. On one hand, he was tolerably rude, but on the other, I do find the Malters quite intriguing. I'm just trying to point out that Frank isn't the only alternative. Maybe you're more open to new opportunities than you care to admit. No, fuck that guy. And not in that way. You saw my halo today, no, it wasn't me. I don't think you ever have a halo. Me and Stanislas Malter, that seems a bit far-fetched, Doctor. Only reacting to what you told me. But if you'll allow me, I'd advise you not to rely on Frank being the solution to everything. Well, no shit. Threw him out. If you want your relationship to work, you need to make sure of your own well-being first. I have several.
That's what she said.
Do you know? I'm bombing myself. Don't do that. One last thing, before we get back to our own regular Sundays. Yes? How do you feel about your new job? Bored, of course. Oh, well, that makes sense. Maybe, maybe. Yeah. Gage go live yet? Yes! Man must lurk. Lurk. Laurel. Yes, that's how you type lurk. There we go. When I was like 15, I thought intercourse meant some business thing. Lurked Elo. I lurked Elo before. Until now. Now I'm lurking on Gage. I mean, intercourse could mean some business thing. But alas, it does not. I mean, I guess when you think about sex work, I guess it's technically a business thing. I don't know. Let's say it's bearable. Hope I'll find something else before the end of my contract. A resourceful young woman. I'm sure you'll find your way sooner or later. Oh, thank you so much. Alright, Daphne, I'm sorry, but I have to go. I'm glad to hear that you're more at peace. No matter what, I don't think you've got any need to worry. It's perfectly normal to doubt yourself and to need time to get your bearings. Imagine being a pimp. I'd rather not. They have such huge egos. Egos. Probably. And for what? I trust you, of course, but I'm still not completely sure. Come now, Daphne, you have no reason to let yourself be overwhelmed by these details. E-hoes. Just do porn, then it's a business thing. Yeah. That's what I'm saying. As for your sleepwalking episode, be alert, but don't be alarmed. I'm a little alarmed. Tell me about the wardens living nearby. Perhaps you could ask them to be on their guard in case it happens again. Call me if you do ever feel yourself getting overwhelmed, and if needed, I'll refer you to a colleague in your area. Okay. Oh, and unless it's an emergency, try to check the day of the week before you jump at the phone next time. Oh. Yes, of course, Doctor. I'll try to limit my sleepwalking to weekdays from now on. Alright, we'll say no more about it. Have a good Sunday. Thanks, you do. Good old e-host. As I'm recovering from my night lolling on the sofa with a good book and a cup of tea, I hear someone knocking. I saw a video where they interviewed a pimp and he had such an ego from him paying for the woman's things but not giving them basically anything. Sounds like a piece of shit to me. First to find Frank beaming at me on the porch and holding a bunch of flowers. No! Piss off, mate. Fuck off. Carnations, your favorites. What incarnation? I saw them at the market. I thought of you right away. Hands me the flowers as he steps inside. No, I'm not invited! How about a coffee? So this is a good moment. Can we do this another time? What's wrong? Were you having a nap? Already inside on his way to the kitchen. God fucking damn it. It's through here, right? I don't like this guy. Didn't come here, come 300 miles to admire the scenery. I came to spend time with you. What a piece of shit. I've got a headache, or I've got better things to do. Is it going to cut it, okay? This guy's a creep at this point. Also, there's a legal sex work motel in America where a lot of truck drivers go and pay about $4,000 for sex. Jesus Christ. It's legal, right? Why would you ever pay that much for that? And you're going to have to put up with me a while longer. I've got a few jobs set up in the area. Jesus. I know. That's actually nuts. I could say something, but I better not. Freeloading because she got Granny's money. Lol. So tell me, how are you doing? Resigned, I let him put the flowers in a vase and fix us 2 cups of coffee. Chat for a while, and passing and tell him about my eventful night. Then to him with half an ear as I sought out the family albums. The woman in the motel stayed there 2 weeks, basically lived there, and in the video they said it like they were their customer's therapist. The women, not woman, women. Okay. 1 hour and 2 coffees later, Frank finally decides to get to the point. Fucking finally! Told me about your tower with no door, do you remember? Got to admit I was pretty intrigued. Mind if I take a look? Not at all, help yourself. I'm as intrigued as you are, wondering what might be inside. In that case, I'll investigate and report back to you. Want me to check around for an old pipe? I think you ought to be properly equipped, don't you, Sherlock Holmes? What kind of old pipes are we talking about? Oh yeah, I was lurking. Why phone go no lurk? Actually, no. Very funny. I'm sure I can resolve the mystery of the yellow room. Yellow room? And Frank goes off to do his stuff, and I get back to my blanket and my thriller. He reappears late in the afternoon, his coat covered with dust and his shoes covered in mud. Mud? He's off. So, from the look on your face, I'm guessing it wasn't elementary, my dear Watson. Nope. I have to admit defeat. What are your conclusions? Bro guy! Thanks for the lurk. Bothering me? There we go. What are your conclusions? That there must be an entrance somewhere, but I couldn't find it. Well, the thing in the woods takes care of it, no more problem then. We'll see. I don't mind. I guess that was more of a dream, unfortunately. Tried to get in by the wall with the ladder, but the arrow slits are too narrow and too deep. Can't see anything inside, let alone get in unless I blow up the wall. Mrs. Bertine caught me doing my acrobatic act, so I took the chance to ask her a few questions. Apparently she's got no idea what's inside either. Told you so. When I suggested getting in by the roof, she immediately advised me against it. Apparently the roof hides another older stone ceiling. No way in that way either. I'm thinking about the kind of scaffolding I'd need to get up there. I think I'll take her word for it. Well, at least you tried. Sure. Well, I'd better go. I've got a big day tomorrow. Thanks for the coffee. Not like I invited you. He just came here to drink his coffee, man. Fuck. You're welcome. See you later. I don't wanna. I don't know why, but I still haven't seen any ads. That's good. See you. Das ist gut, yes. I didn't dream that night. Monday was particularly tiresome. Monday now. I don't know if the students are conspiring to wind me up or if it's just that I'm not completely over my disturbing weekend. Dub it off as I head to the school gates. I see Mrs. Levick glaring balefully at me as she waits for her son. I suppose she'll leap on the chance to give me an earful. In my long day, it's tempting to try to dodge her, even if it's not very professional. I'm weighing up the pros and cons. I realize she's already striding toward me. Literally, I went to some big streamer stream where I thought there would be many ads, but no. Why? Cody just fucking loves ads. I don't know. I've noticed on. Well, notice it just doesn't happen for some reason. I was gonna say on mobile. I don't really get ads on my browser either. What should I do? We're gonna confront this bitch. Bracing myself for an unpleasant 50 minutes when I feel a hand on my arm. Oh gosh. Stanislaus Malter. Ah, Miss Dillator, I'm in luck. I just wanted a word with you. Stanislaus Malter, holding a young child by the hand. Mrs. Lebeck immediately turns on her heels and goes back outside the gates. Nope. Yeah, tell her off. Peace off, bitch. Here Ives Malter. Uncle Stan, who's this lady? Well, Pierre, this pretty lady is Daphne Delatore. He lives at the castle. At the witch's castle? You're not a witch, are you, miss? Do excuse him. As you can tell, he's not afraid to speak his mind. Yeah, it's with a wink. Takes after his uncle, I suppose. Crouch down to the child's height. The limit the witch's castle. I must be a witch, right? Let's be on his uncle's leg. Intimidated. Yes. In that case, I must definitely be one, but perhaps I'm the nice kind of witch, don't you think? Exist Uncle Stan, nice witches? Of course they do. Miss Delatore is a teacher at the middle school. She knows what she's talking about. Anyone noticed Stanislaus putting out his hand? I don't believe we've been formally introduced. Stanislaus Valtera, but my friends call me Stan. Stan. Bombardier. Definitely Delatore, but it seems you already know that. Of course. You must have noticed how fast news spreads around here, Daphne. Can I call you Daphne? Daphne, can I call you Daphne, Daphne? Hey, Daphne, psst. Hey, can I call you Daphne? Psst. Daphne, please. When my father discovered something was going on at the castle, he had to know what was happening. Hope you'll excuse him. The poor man's obsessed with the Delatore. Father? True. Don't let that put you off. The rest of the family isn't cut from the same cloth. Sure. Must have coffee together one of these days to get to know each other. I'm sure we have a lot in common. No thanks. Before I have a chance to answer, he adds... By the way, did you receive your invitation to a cocktail party? Cocktail party? I do hope you'll come. My father always makes me attend, but it's atrociously stuffy. I don't want anything to do with this dude. He's a bitch. He's also a bitch. Uncle Stan, can we go for my snack? Yes, Pierre, in a minute. So, Junior wants his snack, we'd better go. Say goodbye to Daphne, Pierre. My name is Pierre Ives, not Junior. Belle takes my hand. You come with us, Auntie Daphne? Auntie? The fuck? Think he might have adopted you. Auntie Daphne has things to do. She can't come with us this time. Come on, let's go home. You're driving. You're driving? For real? Of course not. Daphne, it was lovely to meet you. See you soon? No. No thanks. I don't like him because he was rude when I was trying to buy bread and he caught me in the line. Now, that was my first impressions and now I'm forever can't get him. Then a few minutes, Stan and Junior have disappeared in a sports car and I'm left speechless on the sidewalk trying to sort out what just happened. Are you know? When I get back to the house, I discover I have mail. An elegant square envelope containing an invitation to a cocktail party. I don't want to go. I hope this game is not making me go. I don't want to go. I'd go IRL maybe if I knew somebody. But in this game, no. I guess that's what Stanislas was talking about. Looks like I've been invited to the reopening of the Town Hall Gardens that have just been renovated. But all the cream of local society will be there, so it could be an excellent opportunity to learn more about the Maltesers. No. I could ask Frank to come with me, but I know this kind of social event isn't really his cup of tea. On the other hand, going on my own... Do I have to go? I don't wanna fucking go. I'm not gonna ask him. I'd rather go not at all. And again, it would be rather hypocritical to ask him. Hypocritical? Hold on. Oh yes, like hypocritical, sorry. Not hypocritical. Hypocritical. Ask him, considering our situation. D. A arrives fast. Let's start to prepare for the evening and confront it with a quandary. Why am I going? I don't want to go. Let me do my thing. Let me choose. This game said I have a lot of choice. But I don't really get a lot of choice. I get deduced from the elegance of the invitation card that proper attire is required, so I guess it's not a jeans and t-shirt kind of do. Just do it. Oh fuck, time is many. Good night everyone. Time is indeed many. Good night, Cody. Muscle memory, sorry. Much love. I hope you get some good rest. Thanks for hanging out. Not bad. Old habits die hard. Don't own anything remotely appropriate for this kind of occasion, but after rummaging through the wardrobe in my mother's room, I find 2 dresses that might be suitable. Huh. But a good night! Good night! Just can't choose. On one hand, there's a long Empire Line dress. I suspect that it was more to my grandmother's taste than criteria of elegance. To be honest, I can't imagine my mother wearing this by choice. It's pale blue, a color that generally suits my complexion. The other option is a black strapless dress, short and tight fitting. I can totally see my mother wearing this. It's exactly the kind of thing she would have worn for nights out. Like the blue one, it leaves very little to the imagination, between the bare shoulders and the length, or rather lack of length, of the skirt. What should I choose? I mean, I prefer this. But I don't want the Stanislas piece of shit buying anything. Go for the blue dress. Might be a bit overdressed, but I think this is the most sensible option. Confirm. Now that I deal with the dress, I just need to sort out my hair. Gather it into a quick bun, a touch of eyeliner, some lipstick, and I'm ready to go. You don't have to go! Already late when I leave the house. Climb into my little car, a few minutes drive later, I'm there. Better not drink any alcohol. Town hall gardens are magnificent with the trees robed in the flaming colors of fall. Already a lot of people gathered in small groups, glasses of wine in hand. Guests are all dressed up to the nines, and the event looks more like a lavish wedding than a gathering in a small country village. Maltese clearly didn't balk at the expense. What's that bassy sound? I barely have time to ask for a cup of champagne at the buffet before I'm approached by a large man in a black suit. A large man? Also followed by a tall and haughty blonde woman. Reasonable to assume she's his wife. Yves Maltaire. Good evening, young lady. You must be the castle's new owner. I'm so glad you came to our little party. I must confess, I've been eager to learn a bit more about you. I didn't want to really come here, but, you know. Let me introduce you to my wife, Clothilde Maltaire. Clothilde? Clothilde? Good evening, Miss de la Tour. Daphne, pleased to meet you. Her icy handshake contrasts sharply with her husband's bonhomie. Bonhomie? I heard a mix of contempt and distaste in her eyes. Odd. Looks like my daughter, Celine, has been ambushed by old Mr. Maury. Waves his hand towards a pretty young blonde woman across the path. He's leaning down to an old man in a wheelchair who's caught her by her wrist and seems determined to hang on to her as long as decency allows. Gosh. Is everybody a creep in this fucking place? As for my son, I believe you already met him. Why the pause? Yes, I have. I don't like him. Well, now that we're done with the introductions, let me get to the point. I must tell you, my invitation wasn't without an ulterior motive. Of course. As you'll see for yourself later, during the opening ceremony, we were very concerned about the preservation of our cultural heritage here in the village. As you may have heard, our relationship with your grandmother were, how could I put it, strained. I'm interested. Yes, I had heard that. Imagine your maintenance costs at the castle must be quite significant. If you would agree to open it up to visitors a few times a year, the town council may be able to help you out with some of those expenses. What's there to see? It's just, I mean, it is a castle, but you can't even go into the tower. I mean, it's worth a thought, but I don't wanna... No. Look, I'm not comfortable with the idea of opening my home up to strangers. I understand your objections, but I assure you your private life will be preserved. The most interesting part of the building is the tower. We could certainly think about opening only that part up to the public. But something tells me you're going to take some persuading, but I do hope that whatever may have happened in the past between the Maltaires and Delateurs, it won't be an obstacle to our possible collaboration. We edging in here? Sure. Chubby! Also this. Chubbies! I mean subbies! Hell yeah, 28 months? It's really been 2 years and 4 months already. That's crazy. Chubby subbies. Thank you so much. How are you, dude? How's your How's your 26 so far? I don't think I've asked you that yet. Hope it's been going nicely. Anyway, let me assure you that I have the very best intentions, and I hope with all my heart that your move here will signal a new cordiality between our families. Surprised the tower interests you so much. Perhaps you could tell me more about its history? I keep forgetting you're not from around here. Everyone in the village knows the legends. Tend to forget that not everybody knows our local history. I'm good, just got off work. Nice. Nice. Hopefully that hasn't been too annoying. Legends? Oh, local stories, the kind you find everywhere. I wouldn't wish to bore you with it. Let us just say the tower is in a way the emblem of the village, and people would like to have it back as part of our community heritage. Tell me more about these legends. I find this local story is fascinating. Can you tell me more? My winter car went. I don't have the game. If I get it, I'll play it. Well, of course, there's the story of the maiden's ghost, a young woman who supposedly killed herself after her heart was broken by jumping from the top of the tower. Damn. Said you can hear her weeping sometimes at full moon. Full moon? There's also the tale about the Sphinx and the Druidess. Sphinx? Yes. Speaking of which, you must excuse me. I'm afraid I'll have to tell you another time. No, damn it. Time's getting on and I have to prepare for the unveiling of the statue. Statue? Eve Smelter disappears into the crowd. I think it's pronounced Eves. Or is it Ives? I don't think Ives sounds correct. Now I know who the other members of the family are, I'll be able to question them directly. Celine is still dealing with the old man, and Clotilde, her mother, has taken advantage of her husband's departure to move over to the buffet. Oh shit, it's... Here? It's eye strain emote. Distraction thing. After all, I'm not obliged to make small talk. I could also decide I've seen enough and go home. I've seen enough. Fuck this place. Didn't want to go anyway. Night is falling, it's time to think about going home. On the other hand, it's the perfect opportunity to learn more about... I don't care! I'm not sure I'll get another chance for... Tit-a-tit! I have no idea how to pronounce that. But like... Tit-a-tit. Tit-a-tit. Clotilde Celine. Go the fuck home! Hit a tit. Shh. Ow. I hit my own tit. It's the only one I have. I'm moving towards the exit. There's a ripple in the crowd. Guests are gathering around the platform. I suppose the unveiling ceremony is about to begin. Someone's walking against the current, pushing through the crowd in my direction. God damn it. Stanis, I fucking knew it. Daphne? Stanislaus, carrying a glass of wine and looking rather drunk. You gay, great. Closing time, let me go. Fucking... Oh my... I never got the hate, but I wanted to do this. This is the first time his eyes on you this summer at the bakery. Don't do it. Don't you fucking do it. The warning, he takes me back in his arms and leads me backward. Don't do it! I'm looking in his eyes and I understand perfectly well what is about to happen. Oh! Trying to hold him back, but exhaling wine fumes in my face, his mouth presses down on mine. Blech. 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 Luckily, I'm saved by a rasping voice that drops Stanislaus in his track. Oh, fucking finally! Wait. As if you're attacking me. I'm being like harassed here. Oh, isn't it enough that you corrupt our youth? Krislovek stands next to us, glaring at me. Calm down, Miss Levek. I was just leaving. If you just... What the fuck? Team sucks and I can't send it to you. Ooh, well, I wasn't expecting anyone to send it to me anyway. But hey, I appreciate. Thank you for the idea. British doesn't let me finish my sentence, but throws the contents of her glass of red wine in my face. What is her actual fucking problem? I want to punch her in the dick. I know she doesn't probably have one, but I still want to punch her in the dick. That's for you, you filthy. Pressed by the attack at the stick backward and stumble. I feel a sharp pain in my left hand. Oh. My cheeks flushing. A ball of heat seems to blaze inside my chest. Filthy what? Filthy witch? Is that what you wanted to say? Stanislas helps me up. I feel something warm dripping down my finger and realize I must have cut my hand when I fell. Uppercut her ass. And now I'm injured. Are you happy? Oh. Since I'm a filthy witch, I curse you. Pay for what you've done to me tonight. Is that what you wanted? Are you satisfied? If I'm a sorcerer, as you say, why not put my powers to good use? Daphne, your hand. Blood has been drawn. Careful what you're about to do. With perverse satisfaction, I watch Mrs. Levesque turn white as a sheet. I thought sheet's brown. Who are you? Hold her gaze until she lowers her head and turns away. Fuck off, bitch. Everybody's so mean to me in this game, man. He puts his hand on my shoulder and shakes me gently. Daphne? Daphne, do you realize what? I'm up exasperated. Oh, enough now. Leave me alone. Piss off. Straight to the bathroom to clean out my wound, wipe the wine from my face, and most of all, try to calm down. In the distance on the platform, Iris Milter has taken the microphone and is about to speak. My dear friends, neighbors, and fellow citizens. Come together to celebrate the start of the fall season. As you all know, by tradition, this time of the year is dedicated to reflection and remembrance. It's a time when we think of those dear to us who have moved on, who wait for us on the other side. Thought it said dark side. That's why I stumbled a little. It's also the time of the offering when we pray that nature and her invisible entities bring us a mild winter. It's definitely not mild around here. It's been very cold, pretty cold for like a week straight now. That's why our craftsmen have worked so hard all summer in preparation for the celebration so that today we could present to you the fruit of our efforts. We leave summer behind us to enter winter. This time of offering, as I said, seems like the ideal moment to renew our pact with our protectors. Those invisible forces who have allowed us, our traditions to survive, century after century, not to disappear at the whim of invasions and external influences, and who bring us good fortune, happiness, and prosperity every year. Long sentences, man, goddamn. So I'm proud to present you this physical representation of our pact. The statue, symbol of our community that was worn down by the years and the weather, has now been remade by the masterful hands of our exceptional local craftsmen. Ladies and gentlemen, let me present to you the Sphinx. I saw that in the fucking dream. Chapter 4. I'm assuming this just saves automatically. I think this is a good place to. Not, then fuck. Oh well. No, there's continue. Perfect. Excellently timed. A few minutes to spare. That was quite interesting. Although I'm not really a fan of the fact that everybody seems to be against our character there. But that's just how it goes. That's just how it goes. Well, what did I read last night? Was it Kitty? My memory is so bad. I don't know. We're gonna rate Gage. Either way, this has been Along the Edge. I'm definitely interested to see where that goes. Very, very curious indeed. But yeah. Tomorrow's game, Astro Protocol. No idea what that is. Turn-based 4X space strategy game. Cool. Yeah. I still gotta make a game vote. I haven't done that yet. I'm gonna do that. I'll do that soon, TM, as always. Thank you all so much for hanging out. Much love. You all have a wonderful time of day. Let's go say hi to Gage. I'm sorry I'm kind of cutting this short. I don't really know why. But, yeah. Gage is playing Assassin's Creed Valhalla. Let's go. Let's go see that. Thank you all. Much love. Hope you all have a wonderful time of day. I will see you later. Thank you for the stream. Thank you for being in the stream. Bye, everybody. Send headbangs and raid emotes and pizzas and whatnot. Bye. See you tomorrow.